Anybody got any comments on that? Talk about.
Well, I don't know.
Just wait a minute.
Let me unbuckle my seatbelt and get up there. Just saying, after the last meeting, I was slammed in the paper by, our chairman saying that I needed to keep my seatbelt buckled and stay in my seat because I guess I asked some questions that maybe hit a nerve. That's all I could figure. With that said, what happened with the chamber monies?
This is
'Cause you
not
had-
the chamber money, we're not talking about that now, Jan, we're talking about the ordinances on the,
Oh, I thought it was the budget hearing.
No, this is
Oh, this is not a budget hearing?
not this meeting, no.
Oh,
There's no
excuse
budget,
me.
we had the hearing the other day. Anyway,
Oh, well, wait just a moment. We were told there would be another hearing at the last meeting, and you told me on the phone that there would be a budget hearing tonight. So there isn't a budget hearing tonight?
no, not tonight.
Well, I'm just curious as to why did you tell me that on the phone?
Thank you.
On Thursday of last week, you told me on the phone there was a budget hearing tonight.
But it didn't.
I'm just curious.
Is what we got tonight.
Right, but I asked you, was there a budget hearing, and you said, yes, there would be. And I said, what time? And you said it would be at 6 o'clock.
Lodging ordinance. Anybody got any comments on that?
Comments on what, Bill, what?
On the lodging ordinances? You're in to amend the lodging ordinance.
So that's someone talking about the
Anybody got any comments? Anybody got any comments?
Do we have a copy of it?
Hasn't been given out.
Last week,
I'm
okay.
gonna close the public hearing. All right, open the regular meeting. And please.
Let us pray. Our Father in heaven, thank you for this day. And Father, my prayer has been, is, and shall remain, I guess, to help each person in this room to be part of solutions to situations that come up and not part of the problem. And I thank you for that. In the name of Jesus, amen. I pledge allegiance
to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Yeah, item number 2, approve the minutes of the November 22nd meeting. We hear a motion to approve these minutes?
Make the motion.
We hear a second. All in favor, say aye. Item number 3, our design works to update on the new fire station. Kevin.
Sir.
Thank you, Commissioners. Rick apologizes for not being able to make it today. He's in the air of New York right now, so what that is there. I have with me 100% construction documents for the fire station. There's still a couple outstanding items which we're working on through the water department for the flow test on the hydrant on Ada Street. Once it was determined that the flow off of Windy Ridge, would not be sufficient for the building. With that being said, though, we have trudged on, and we now have 100% construction documents ready to go out for bidding, as well as permitting. There may be some amendments to those. We're still working through some items with the EMA for some low voltage and other equipment. But I also have a new budget for you as well for them to see that as well. This time, Rick has worked up for your input.
Robert, you got any questions? Kevin?
Not this time. I think we've been communicating by email last day or two.
We did get the thing worked out where they protest that.
I believe we've got that. It's actually ordered, I believe.
It is correct, yes. We're taking that to the Board of Education's engineers, because we need the same hydrant once it was determined that Windy Ridge was insufficient for both of our buildings. Yes, sir.
You got any questions?
So you have a new budget?
Yeah, we have a new proposed budget here. Again, once it goes out to bid, we'll have more solid numbers. But one of the items that came up was including more FF&E, which is furniture, fixtures, and equipment, in the proposal. So we've included a new budget line for that, as well as some additional allowances for various other items for the facility to include in the bids. One of the questions that came up was if we could include more in our building bid, so that the county wouldn't have to go out and source various furniture vendors and whatnot. The GCs will be responsible for that, but that's what you see reflected here as part of the hard construction costs, or in addition to the hard construction costs.
Mr. Sewell, you got any?
No, wall there at the bank, is that added into this as well?
This cost does not include site improvements, the site design, or includes the site design but not the construction of the site. This is a hard construction cost you see here for the building itself. Now, that does include part of that wall, because that is such a steep cut there, about 30 feet. We actually were able to use part of the building as a retaining wall to get the height of the actual retaining of that earth down a little bit. So yes, to answer your question, part of it is in this hard construction cost, and part of it is not.
This $140 square foot, that's $20-something more than it was last time. What happened now?
Yes, sir, yes, sir. Some of that was a little bit of finishes, some was the access flooring, and we thought that the cost was escalated just a little bit, as well as this construction costs. Currently they're escalating. This will be checked, of course, once the drawings go out to bid, and we have actual sub input from the GCs, so.
In other words, the floor,
A little bit, yeah, a little bit there. Some of the additional, just due to the nature of this facility, being a critical operations center, requires additional bunkering of generators and additional redundancy. So that also escalated some of the costs just a little bit in the square foot.
$140 square foot is pretty good. Well, so to speak.
That was Rick's interpretation of the drawings here.
When will Rick be available again? Because I haven't spoken to Rick since he was awarded it. And this reflects, this number right here, reflects why he needs to be talking to us, because he's way above what I originally expected. I think what this whole board originally expected. And I think at this point right now, we paid a lot of money and we have numbers in which aren't gonna work. So wherever Mr. LaRosa is in New York, he probably, when he gets back into Blue Ridge, it would be a very good time. As the chairman's already said, the $20 bump in a square foot, I could pour something very nice for $20 a square foot. So we'll have to have a little more explanation as to why, because at this point, before anything goes out to bid, maybe we need to do a little more value engineering, because I think we could all agree that we don't have that amount to build a fire station.
No.
And so before any of you spend any more time or send us any more bills, we probably need to have a meeting, which I think we should have had 2 months ago. That's my input.
Mr. Sewell.
No, that's just way over the cost line right now. I mean, something is, cut back some way or whatever, but, other than that, like Mr. Johnson said, when Mr. Roach gets here, we need to have it that time.
Yes, sir.
Okay, Kevin.
Thank you, Commissioner.
Brought enough bad news.
Just an estimate at this point, sir.
Thank you. Okay, item number 4, vote to approve the 2017 budget. Everybody have a copy of this?
Excuse me.
Everybody doesn't have a copy, there's more copies up here.
The grand total is $47,131,207.
of work and a lot of time went into preparing this budget for the excess needs that were needed in some departments. Some departments have had to, take some cuts, but to keep us where we're at, keep Fannin County solvent. This is what I feel like we're gonna have to do to remain that way.
We've, I have worked with Rita, on most of what all time I do have on the budget, and, like Mr. Johnson stated, we've cut every department to the bone. And, you know, the word was out that Fannin County was gonna get a little more money. Well, I reckon everybody wanted a little piece of the money, but we done everything within possible that we could to do what we done here, and I think this is where we're gonna have to wind up being. So, good to go with it.
Make a motion to approve the budget.
I make a motion.
Do I hear a second?
Second.
All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Item number 5.
I've talked to Ms. Jackson, and it's just closed up loopholes, is that right, Ted? Something that had been done a long time ago, so that's all I have on it.
Okay, do I hear a motion to approve the amendments to the ordinance?
Make that motion.
Hear a second?
Second.
All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Item number 6, vote to dedicate the new Newport Road Bridge to Jones family. And also, going down number 7 is dedicate the Curtis Switch Bridge to Philip Collins.
Those observing parties.
I hear a motion then to go ahead and dedicate both these bridges to these gentlemen.
Yeah, I make that motion. Both observing parties.
Hear a second?
Second.
All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Vote to deed unused right-of-way easement back to Troy Williams. They had to give the right-of-way to the road back in '96, and they went through and straightened the road out sometime around '97, I guess, and he had the right-of-way, and he'd like to have it back. So, I hear a motion to return this right-of-way easement back to Mr. Williams.
Where's that? Where's that?
But can,
Yeah, we need to get back there. I make a motion.
all in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Okay. Item number 9, variance request from Big Oak Overlook. They want a variance of all 14 lots. I don't know how you gentlemen feel on that, but it's not usually you give a blanket variance to 14 lots. at one
Have we
time.
ever done a blanket like that before, or I don't know if we have, this board, Mr. Patton.
They had, I think back 2005 or 6,
Don't that leave the door open to do whatever they want to do? They have the variances already in place.
I say,
No, I would be in favor of doing it as needed. Not,
That's good, yeah, I mean, yeah, not as a blanket.
each lot has its own case, and its own situation. I feel like we.
Yeah, I think it's a need to be situation.
okay.
Would love to talk to any of the people, involved, and see why.
Yeah, winding them off. Agreed. Okay, so we'll table that till next meeting.
Make a motion to table.
Make a motion, do I hear a second?
Second.
All in favor, say aye. So, I don't have any problems with you gentlemen, though.
I make a motion to accept.
Have a motion, do I hear a second?
Second.
All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Number 11 is a variance request from Robert Hill. And he's 46 foot in the center line instead of the required 55-foot setback. I don't have a problem with this one, but that one, so.
From where it's at, and I don't see a problem with it, so I'll make a motion.
I have a motion, I hear a second.
Second.
All in favor, say aye. Okay, item number 12. This is a vote to renegotiate the chamber contract. That, you gentlemen will be the ones to do this at a later date. I think that, we need a 50-50 split with the chamber. I mean, everybody here goes through and they cut their budget and everything, and we just keep pumping money up there. I think we need a 50-50 split. So do I hear a motion to renegotiate the chamber contract at a later date?
For 50-50 split.
Yeah, 50-50.
I'll make a motion.
Have a motion, do I hear a second?
I'm in favor of renegotiating, but under the terms I've stated, over a 2-year period, not all at once.
For 27th, 2016 meeting.
Make that motion.
Do I hear a second?
Second.
All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Okay, item 17 is the commissioner's commentary. I don't have nothing tonight. I got one thing to say, I guess, is Mr. Help is happy coming in, as I am going out. He's a happy man. That's all I have. Mr. Johnson, you have anything?
Well, yeah, I do have something. For one, I gotta give you guys it's been a long 4 years working together, but you might confuse these at the beginning of the week. After tonight, you can use those legally anywhere you wanna go.
All right. I use every night. Thank you.
The best earmuffs money can buy.
Thank you, Earl.
And it's been a I think mostly productive 4 years, and, we've heard of bumps, and our valleys, and mountains, but I think we've, done a lot for Fannin County in 4 years, and, majority of it's been good, so I appreciate the opportunity to work with you.
I do too. I keep saying this every time, Fannin County is in good shape. I don't care, I can get made fun of in the Observer. I can, but it's in good shape. If anybody, instead of just talking about it, they just come and check it out, that's all I gotta do. So, anyway.
Yeah, a little bit, maybe. I've been on board 6 years with Mr. Simons. Like Mr. Johnson said, there's been a lot of hills to climb, a lot of valleys to float down, but, all in all, we've all worked together when it comes in to the road. And, general fund is, subject to look at if you want to know how the county is running. And, I've enjoyed partially working with you. But, all good things gotta come to an end, and I wish you the best from here on out.
Thank you. Thank you.
Sure do.
We need executive session.
Yes, sir.
Do I hear a motion to adjourn?
You not gonna have public comments?
No.
Why not?
Make a motion.
Second.
All in favor, say aye.
You got a good day?